Hello, YouTube. You already know who it is. I am the one and only Damian Moody. I also go by Cash Her Majesty or Red Riding Hood. Let's see if this weather calm down. No, it's only 88 and they talk some rain about to start in half an hour. But anywho, here we go. Um, so I was thinking about some stuff and I decided to do this video just talking about how I feel about a lot of things that takes place and a lot of things that irritate the hell out of me. Um, it just be a lot. So, um, in the mix of being on these social media platforms that I'll be on, pretty much the live stream platforms, and this can even be something you deal with in person. Um, you run into a lot of people who judge you for no reason at all. They love mentioning your name, spreading lies, rumors, false accusations, and stuff like that. And it's like when it comes to these live stream platforms, they don't know you in person. They see you in somebody broadcast, or they might have seen you on around in the app here and there. And because they don't agree with with your personality or whatever, or they don't agree with the stuff you say or the things they think you doing on the app or whatever, they'll try to get people, like new people that you meet on the app, not to like you, not to want to talk to you or nothing, not to allow you to watch their broadcast. And me and my friend Danny was talking. We had this conversation multiple times, but me and my friend Danny was talking, and we had talked about how I pretty much introduced him to this app called Tango. It's a live stream app. And ever since we've been on air, I guess a lot of people from the app get mad at me because I have a lot of people on the app that I've known for a few years now who I'm cool with, and they respect me. I respect them. And I get, I guess, what you could say, special privileges when it comes to things they do on these broadcast streams. And they feel like because they send gifts and they spend money on gifts and stuff like that, I should be doing the same thing. And it's not fair to them that I could get put in these such premium streams and groups and whatever they do, and I don't have to send a gift. First of all, y'all don't know if I support these people or not. Just because you haven't seen it don't mean it doesn't happen. That's number one. Number two, what I do with my money that I do get or whatever I do in this app ain't got shit to do with you. If the broadcaster and the profile owner ain't complaining about it, what gives you the right to try to get them not to rock with me or allow me to watch this or watch it, whatever the case may be, because you're not happy that I'm in the stream and you ain't see me send a gift yet. I probably already had that conversation with them. I don't always got it. At the end of the day, I'm a college student. And I'm not ashamed to say I'm not working, so I don't have the finances I wish I could have. I go to college. My work is college. I do assignments all day long. I make the opportunities to be on live stream platforms and listen to music and watch YouTube and watch movies and TV shows and whatever else I do. But at the end of the day, majority of my day is trying to make sure my assignments are done, reading emails, checking my school profiles and stuff like that to see if anything else new pop up. Um, but yeah, I get a lot of people that show off their jealousy for whatever reason because they feel like I get special privileges and they don't. Um, it's a lot more than that. And then the crazy thing about it is another conversation we had is I hate the fact that we still live in this era or we still live in this day and age where gays are attacking other gays and pretty much doing the same shit the homophobic and transphobic people do. Where you can't get your way, or you don't like what this, I mean, how this person is, or you assume this happened, or you assume that happened, and you start judging them. Um, I've had situations where, and this has been going on for years, but I had situations where a lot of people feel like just because I have a bunch of straight male friends who accept me for who I am and they don't judge my sexuality, I be trying to flirt with them. I be trying to push my sexuality on them. I be trying to do this and I be trying to do that. And I feel like it's very disrespectful because, first of all, I have friends that allow me to compliment them. I have friends that we could joke around with each other and nobody take it serious. Like I could playfully flirt with them. They could say some crazy shit to me. But at the end of the motherfucking day, we know ourselves that we just joking around and no one's taking the shit serious as if I'm actually trying to get with them. And I was having a conversation with my friend Danny last night, and he pretty much was saying like we known each other for about 8 or 9 years, and he know how I feel about him. I know how he feel about me. We've been cool. We've been friends. We respect each other. He know I might. He know that I might find him attractive, or he got gay friends or people who's gay who might find him attractive, and he don't take no offense to it as long as they don't go way too far as to like totally saying wild shit to them and whatever the case may be. Um, and I guess it's because there was this guy that was on the app who tried to play it off like he was innocent. He would come in the live stream talk about some I'm just supporting um just wanted to show a little about support and sending gifts and shit. And he did it for a while, and then eventually he started showing his true colors. Pretty much asking who was I, how did me and Danny become friends. He started flirting with Danny, talk about some if Danny was around him or if he was around Danny, he'd try to do this and try to do that. And it got to the point where Danny got offended. And I said it's fucked up because shit like that is the reason why a lot of people are not comfortable around the LGBTQ community and there's situations where a lot of these motherfuckers feel like, oh, I don't want my kids around that. My kids shouldn't have to grow up experiencing people liking the same sex and people and men wanting to be transgendered or these gay men dressing like females and all that other shit. And they pretty much look at the LGBTQ community like we some type of predators and like we try to force children to be something that they are not. At the end of the day, I feel like these a lot of these children and see this shit in movies, TV shows, they see it in cartoons, they see it in schools, playgrounds, neighborhoods, whatever. Not saying that there aren't no motherfucking creepy ass people out there because there's a lot of creepy ass people out there. I done been around it. I seen it. And when I seen it, I try my best to stay the fuck away from it. because I don't want to be put in that category of the people that have no sense in their mind and they do wild, creepy ass shit. Um, I don't talk about it a lot, but I've been in creepy ass situations where I had people around me who disrespected me. I remember when I was younger, um, I had people that I went to school with, other students who were older than me, and they used to talk. I mean, they used to pick on me because of what they assumed about my sexuality, and I wasn't even out or open. I never spoke on my sexuality and just automatically openly said, "Yeah, I'm gay. Yeah, I like men," or whatever the case may be. But because I hung around girls, because they feel like I talk feminine, I walk feminine, I act feminine, I was always around girls more than boys. I didn't participate in manly, masculine sports and shit like that. I hated being in the motherfucking gym. Yeah, I might have got along with certain gym teachers, but I wasn't athletic. I wasn't the type of motherfucker climbing up monkey bars and shit like that and all that other fitness training shit. I never did like gym. It didn't matter what school I was in. I didn't care for gym. I mean, they'll make you do last around the gym. Yeah, I probably did that and shit like that. And they make you do your stretches. But other than that, I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to play football. I don't want to play baseball. I don't want to play none of that. I'd rather just sit around and watch until the gym period is over. And yeah, the gym teacher talk about some, oh, he's not participating. I don't have to because at the end of the day, I don't want to get hurt. That's why I don't participate. I did my stretches. I did my last. What more do you want? I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to play football, and I don't have to if I don't want to. I'll be the type of motherfucker that's in my own circle, swinging the rope around, or playing with a hula hoop, or dribbling the ball by myself, or pretty much having conversations with whoever I decide to have a conversation with until the gym period is over. Even at recess, I was the type of motherfucker that probably swing on the swings, sit to myself. I probably had friends in classes I was in, and sometimes I didn't. Um, it's just crazy, like it really is. But I've been in these situations for a while. Even when I was cool with my like during the Delaware days when I was cool with my cousin's baby father back in like 2015, 2016, 2017. There were times where I would talk about situations that may have occurred, and because I was always around them and I was always wanting to stay in Delaware with them, people assumed that I was trying to get with my cousin's husband. Just because of the close bond we had at one point. Little did they know that close bond wasn't always a close bond. It might have been for a short period of time, but little do people know. I just like going to Delaware because I felt a little bit more comfortable city wise and depending on how I was treated in this different city and state than how I was treated in my own hometown. I could go to Delaware and I could be my true self. I could put on a wig. I could go out in a mixture of feminine clothing and masculine clothing. I could get my eyebrows done. I could shave my facial hair off. I could get my nails done, and I could go in public places, and no one really gave a fuck. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure people mumbled. People may have asked questions, but I never really heard it. No one never came up to me and made me feel uncomfortable. And even if they fucking tried, it was to the fucking point that it never got unbearable to the point where I got offended, I got mad, and I just totally snapped out. It was to the point like I know who I am. This is how I present myself, and I don't give a fuck. I mean, at one point, my cousin didn't make me uncomfortable. Her baby father ain't make me uncomfortable. His mom ain't make me uncomfortable because she said she had a gay or bi daughter, and she had people that around her circle that might have been gay or whatever, and she accepted me from jump. When I first met her, I had blonde mohawk and a tongue ring in my mouth. I got my tongue pierced what 2014, 2015. And to be honest, I wasn't even supposed to get my tongue pierced. I actually wanted snake bite piercings at the bottom of my lip, but whatever happened. I couldn't get my snake bites. So I just said, "Fuck it." I want a piercing that people don't think I'll get, and I just decided to get my tongue pierced. I don't have it anymore because I eventually took it out because I was sick and tired of splitting my tongue and biting my tongue ring every time I ate because I guess the tongue ring was a little too big. And I was supposed to eventually go back and change it and get a smaller piercing that would be manageable for me to be able to eat and drink and whatever without having to hurt my tongue. But yeah, and no matter how much money I had, I just never got to the point where I went back to the piercing place to be able to get my snake bite piercings. And I have thought about getting my tongue pierced again. I actually wanted to get my snake bite piercings, the piercings on the side, I mean, at the bottom of my lid. I thought about getting hold on, this ear is pierced. So I thought about getting this ear pierced, and that's about it. I wanted to get, like I said, I wanted to get my snake bite piercings. I was going to do my tongue again, and I was going to get my other ear pierced. But then I was like, then I just had thought in my mind where like, I wish I could just get all my tattoos removed. And that's a whole nother story on why I thought maybe I should get all my tattoos removed. And I'm actually looking for places where I can go and they would do laser surgery in order to remove all my tattoos. I don't want none of them because I just feel like when I did get my tattoos, I was at a time where I was supporting somebody who I was cool with at the time, and now the tattoos on my body, they all were done by this person. And every time I look at my body and look at all the tattoos, it just remind me of bad times where it was just a lot that happened in Delaware. Some shit that most people may know because I spoke about it on Facebook and I spoke about it on YouTube. And then there's a lot of shit that I kept to myself because I just felt like no matter how open I was, it's still a lot of shit that I just felt like wasn't meant to be put on the internet. And even the shit that I did put on the internet, when people found out about it, they were in their feelings. They tried to make me out to be the bad guy. Oh, all he do is run his mouth on the internet. He exposed us on the internet. At the end of the motherfucking day, y'all motherfuckers disrespecting me every chance y'all got. And because I went to the internet, I'm the bad guy. I wanted to be around y'all. I was comfortable being around y'all. I trusted y'all. I respected y'all. I did shit that I didn't have to. I was watching kids. Any little money from SSI or any food stamps I had, I was around y'all. So if y'all needed something, I supported with no questions asked. I didn't have to. No one told me I was forced to go to Delaware and do the shit I did. No one else was doing it. Y'all had plenty of friends, and no one was doing the shit I did. But I didn't question it. I didn't care. At the end of the day, I feel like obviously this is the right thing to motherfucking do, and my blessings will come eventually. And little did I motherfucking know that the problem would just get worse. It'd be to the point where these same motherfucking people I helped out be the same motherfucking people that try to lie on me, make false accusations, and all types of shit. But like a dumbass, I was young, so sometimes I forgave. I went back. No matter how many arguments we had and how many fights we had, I will eventually apologize for my wrongdoing. And I would keep going back because, like I said, I felt comfortable in Delaware. I felt like at that time, Delaware was a place where I could truly be myself with no problems. I could walk into any store, I could walk into any neighborhood, I could go to the parks or whatever. And no, like, even the parents that was at these parks, they didn't question, oh, I don't want my kid around this guy that's at a park with a wig on, or I don't want my kid around this guy that's at a park with his nail done, no facial hair, and arch eyebrows, and he has a mixture of feminine and masculine clothing. These parents spoke to me. They treated me like I was a human being. They didn't make me uncomfortable. I didn't make their kids feel uncomfortable. Kids and ran up to me, seeing me playing with my cousins, and they didn't spoke to me or asked me to help them with something, ask me questions and shit like that. Not saying there wasn't no, I mean, points at one, like, because there was this one time where I was walking in the supermarket, and this one little girl asked her dad, why did I have long hair? And the dad respectfully moved her away. And he just kept on with his shopping. But other than that, it never got to the point where it was just unbearable and people were just totally disrespecting me. I done been to supermarkets. I done been to phone stores. I done been to the vets. I done had a wig on when my cousins had to put their dog to sleep. I done been in dollar stores. I done been all over the place. I done went to places with my cousins. I done went to places with my cousin mother-in-law, me and her. I done been in hospitals. Even in the hospitals, no one made me feel uncomfortable. The best thing they probably did was compliment my wig. I done been in church. The first time I went to the Delaware church, I had a real kinky afro wig on. I had my own button down shirt, and I had like some leggings on because my clothes needed to be washed, and I just do the first. I just use the leggings as pajama pants because my clothes need to be washed. My cousins and them just had a whole bunch of clothes in this pile that was on the floor, and I was just like, look, it's a whole bunch of clothes right here. I don't have nothing to put on, and I don't want to be walking around the house half naked, so I just do these on. And the next morning, it's like they going to church, and I was walking around like, oh shit, let me change my clothes. And they said, you ain't got to, come as you are. And me and my cousin, we both wore pajamas. It's just the only difference is my pajamas was the button down shirt that I own and a pair of leggings. I was covered. No one seen anything they wasn't supposed to see. And although I had a mixture of male and female clothing, I was appropriately dressed. It was even to the point where I was going to stores with the leggings put under my shorts because I didn't want nobody seeing my leg tattoos. It was to the point where I would have a long sleeve shirt on under a short sleeve shirt because I didn't want nobody seeing my arm tattoos. But other than that, it just be a lot of crazy shit that happened, and I just got to the point where no matter what, I had to find a way to love myself, accept who I was as a person, and ignore the people that didn't rock with me. They didn't accept me. They judged me. They tried to find ways to say disrespectful shit and pick on me. And I eventually went to a place where I remember that show. My bad, y'all. It's just a lot. I'll just be sitting here thinking to myself, thinking about stuff I went through, stuff that I try to stop thinking about, stop mentioning, but it still pop up in my head. And I know it's a lot of people that like, oh my God, you still talk about Delaware shit. At the end of the day, I talk about a lot of things that happened, not just what I went through in Delaware. I talk about what I went through in Delaware. I talk about my 3 years I spent in West Philly and all the shit I went through with my cousins and disagreements and stuff I probably had my aunt or my uncle. Um, it's to the point where that shit pop in my dreams. I actually just had a dream where I was at my aunt's house. And the sad thing about it is I haven't seen none of them since June of last year. I don't go to West Philly. I don't know where they live at now or whatever. I don't really talk to nobody. I think the last time no, one time my sister, she asked me to reach out to one cousin to get their phone number, and then another cousin reached out to me because her daughter, one of my little cousins, wanted to talk to my niece. But other than that, I haven't talked to nobody, and nobody reached out to me. Everybody just pretty much do their own thing. I mean, right now, I'm just chilling, waiting for my friend to wake up because he probably asleep. He said he's going to hit me up today. I don't know. I'll get back to y'all.